Alright, so we back with another video. Today, we're gonna be giving y'all the best big man build, true big man build in the game. It's gonna be an actual 6'10" plus build. I don't usually do this, but we're gonna be doing it today. Now, we're gonna be going over a build that's gonna be to shoot, play great defense. You're gonna be to do a lot of things with this build that you really would want to do on a big man. Whether it be scoring on the inside, whether it be shooting, whether it be passing on the break, or just being able to stick defense, get rebounds, and just have solid physical. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. Y'all do want more of these, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. Let's hop into it. Ever wanted a chance to win a free PS5 or just get $500? Introducing the Chat Gauntlet. What is the Chat Gauntlet? If you've ever been in any of my Twitch streams, you've probably seen a chat rebuilder, chat tourney, or an ox battle. Chat Gauntlet is a tournament of all of these things and more. All you gotta do to enter is join the Discord. The link will be in the description, but there's not too many slots, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But how does one win the Chat Gauntlet? There's a point system. For every single round, there's gonna be a certain amount of points divided up between everybody that competed. The person with the most points wins the grand prize. There's no second places. Alright, so hop into it. Young MM, I'm probably gonna change that, but Young MM, if you don't know what the MM stand for, you may never know. Hand and number, really up to you. Doesn't really matter. I would say hand is really important based off what you put on your other builds, but you probably understand that by now. We are finna be in March. But yeah, let's get into it. Center. When I originally made this, it was 7'1". I am going to be making it 7 foot today. Now, when it comes to the weight, you're gonna be 253. Then when it comes to the wingspan, you're gonna be 7'5". That's just what it is. Now, I could lower this a little bit, trying to get more speed, because I did just try to get 95 strength, but for the most part, this is the build. Let's get into it. Now, when it comes to making this build, you got a couple different things you can go about it. First things first, I had to get 93 block. 93 block was just very important for me. And then to go alongside that, I had 83 interior. Now, why did I go this first? Is because when it comes to getting paint patroller, you need +1 on interior defense. You'll be able to have Hall of Fame, and +4. That's 5. That can be a whole cap breaker that you spend towards your block and interior defense, and that should be automatically just set in stone. So that's going to be our first cap breaker. Our next cap breaker, or another cap breaker you could do, is going to be rebound. I did go offensive rebound 94. You go +5 here. It's not even complicated like the block one where you go +4 on block with 1 on interior defense. You just go +5 on offensive rebound, and you have 99 offensive rebound, which a lot of people on 2K25 love to do. So you have those two cap breaker options set in stone. Whichever one you want to do first is up to you. Then when it comes to the next cap breaker, it would be here. I went 90. Now, whether you go up 5 on it or not, I think you should at least go 1, because when you go 1, you do get an extra brick wall. But then when you go the next one, I guess +5, you get gold and Hall of Fame, and then you could just use your max badge +1 to get that legend. But yes, you get this pretty much. You could do this the same thing for this badge, where you go Hall of Fame and then you can put legend with max badge +1. It's really up to you. But yes, 95 strength +5 from this, you're gonna be able to have a good cap breaker. So that's another option. Now, the last option I will be going over in this video that will be a cap breaker option for this build. I guess you could say that there could be another one, but this is really the last one I originally made to have a cap breaker. Standing up. You go +5 here, you will be able to have Hall of Fame rise up. So yes, that is another great option that you could possibly have on this build. And yes, this build will be able to shoot. Now, to go alongside this, there's some distinct things that are very important when it comes to making this build. Now, when I originally made it, I did have a 68 speed, but like I said, I changed the weight for video purposes. So 69. If I did want to have higher here, I would have to raise this up to 80. And that is what I did. Now, the thing is, if I wanted to have it any higher, as you can see, I have the block. I could get the vertical, but I don't have the speed, so I will be keeping my vertical at 80. Now, strength, rebound, all this we will be raising up later. So right here, 67. That's gonna get me interceptor and glove. And then right here, if I rose this up to 65, I'll have this. 64, I'll still have this. 63, I'll still have it. So I just put it to 62. It's just what it was. Now, I do think on big man, you do want to have perimeter defense as high as possible, but you don't have to max it out, because at the end of the day, 67, 65, 60, whatever in the 60s is still not going to be very consistent. I've said this multiple times. The only consistent contest is if you have 99 perimeter defense and legend. That's the only time I really get consistent contests, depending on the height. Now, to go alongside this, you probably do want to have pass. The only thing is, if you was to go +5 on this, I don't know how much you would get. You wouldn't be getting another versatile visionary, but you would be able to get another break starter. You would be able to get another dimer. You would be able to get another bailout. But in my opinion, if you're not getting a lot more break starter, I don't see this one as much of a well-worthy +5. But I do like having an 89 pass accuracy. I think that's the best bang for your buck. You're going to be having the gold break starter, the silver versatile visionary, and you'll be able to have Halliburton pass style, which I believe is the best one in the game. So yes, I think all in all, you have really good presets for everything that you're gonna be doing on this build. Now, to go alongside that, 73 driving dunk I think is very important to have, because you will be able to have at least bronze posterizer. Then to go alongside that, you do have a 64 post control. I think this is just nice to have, because you will be able to have the ability to like drop step people and back people down, so that's nice. And then to go alongside that, you do have a 3-ball, 78 3-ball, so that you can be able to have set shot specialist. This is another option for your max bags +1. Not really a cap breaker option, but another option for your max bags +1. Then to go alongside all this, you do have an 83 defense rebound. And then to go alongside that, I did put my free throw up. I don't think it's too important to have the craziest high free throw, but yes, I did make sure to be able to have that free throw, so that if you do play 5v5, you do have somewhat of a free throw, so that you can make free throws. But yes, this is pretty much the build. You're going to have ability to dunk driving, but really you're going to be more of a standing, because you are so tall and you don't really have no like ball handle and speed of ball, so it's just going to be making more sense to have standing up. And you can get that up +5 to get Hall of Fame rise up, but you already do have gold, so that's just what it is. The close shot, it could be a little bit higher. I originally did have 80, but 75 is fine, especially with the offensive rebound you will have. If you miss, you can just get the rebound right back a lot of the time, especially with this vertical rebound combination that you do have on this build. 78 3-ball is going to be fine for this build. I did originally have mid-range instead of 3-ball to get even more, but it just wasn't as good of a build in my opinion, so that's why I went around doing it this way. Free throw, that's just for 5v5 purposes. A lot of people are not going to play 5v5, so I didn't go too crazy with it. 89 pass accuracy, that's going to get you Tyrese Halliburton, versatile visionary, break starter, and even dimer for the people that do care, or maybe even bailout. Ball handle, speed of ball didn't matter too much to me for this big man build. And then 83 interior defense, you can go +1 here and then +4 on block, just to be able to get that paint patroller Hall of Fame. And you could get it to legend with a max badge +1. Steal and perimeter defense just got as much as I could to possibly just help the build be in pass lanes to get shot contests on the perimeter. And then rebound +5 here is going to be nice to have, because you're going to be able to have legend rebound chaser. You won't be able to get another one on box out beast, because you won't have 96 strength, but at the same time, you're gonna have Hall of Fame box out beast. You're gonna be able to have, I guess if I did go 83 vertical, that would have been nice to be able to get like pogo stick, but I won't be able to have pogo stick any higher. It's just gonna be what it is. But for the most part, we did do this just to be able to get the legend rebound chaser. Then to go alongside that, you also do have defensive rebound. I see a lot of people that put their offensive rebound, they don't really put their defensive rebound up. I did make sure to do that as high as I could. And then speed is just, in my opinion, this is the issue for me when it comes to making these builds. It's just being so slow. That's the one thing I don't like, and you also don't have no agility. Those are the two things that kind of steer me away from these taller builds. But if I was to make one, this would be what I made. And then strength, you can go +5 here to get 5 more strength, so you can be able to have brick wall higher. You wouldn't get more post lock down. You wouldn't get more post powerhouse, and you wouldn't get more immovable force. It would really just be to get that brick wall to Hall of Fame, but that would be a pretty big deal. And then you have 80 vertical, which is very good. I think a lot of people sleep on how important vertical is for blocking shots, getting rebounds, especially you have a disadvantage on height. This is a build that has a good height, so you're gonna have an 80 vertical with a great block and great rebound. That's just not regular, and that's gonna be what we're gonna have on our build. And then we're gonna be able to have similar to shades of Marcus Camby, Walker Kessler, Derek Lively. The build comes out as two-way inside out playmaker big man. That's not regular. So yeah, that's gonna be the build. If y'all do want more of these build videos, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new. We got more coming out every single day. Season 5 is right around the corner. I just gave y'all the patch notes, so if y'all do want to see the patch notes for Season 5, go ahead and watch that. I pretty much gave y'all all the animations for every single build, whether they were guard, swing, big man, jump shots, dunks, layups, dribble moves, all that. So if y'all do want to see that, I've separated them, whether it's a big, whether it's a guard, whether it's dribble, all that. So if you do want to see that, go watch that. But yeah, that's gonna be the video. If y'all do want more, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out of it, man.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I bought the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
If you buying anything on Fortnite, Epic Games Store, use code YaboiFitz. I don't know why I ain't been had this, but yeah.